Welcome to the Tax Institute election debate on tax policy. Thank you especially to those of you who could join us in person here, front row seats of the boxing ring today. But we are also broadcasting live around the country on via web. That funny little interweb thing. We've got reach in the ATO office. We're everywhere, media, interest groups. So in terms of tax policy debates, this is as big as it gets, guys. So I'm very excited. My name is Kellie Connolly. I'm no stranger to political jousting matches, having been a broadcast journalist for about 20 years. So I've hosted debates between Julia Gillard and Tony Abbott, done all sorts of things. I'm now working as more of a commentator. I'm a commentator on Paul Murray Live on Sky, News Limited columnist, and also a regular in the corridors around the corner at Channel 7 for the morning show and Sunrise. So I've switched from Royal Baby Watch and the Kardashians this morning to tax policy, and I know we feel just as warmly about the tax policy debate as we do about the baby. So thank you so much for joining us. The former Chief Justice of the Federal Court once described tax as a parallel universe. Politics also, I seem to think, is in a different world sometimes, don't you think? So what happens when these two worlds collide of politics and tax policy? Do we end up with intergalactic wormholes through which multinationals can escape? Tax policy that morphs and multiplies without explanation? Well, our job today is to bring it all back to earth, so to speak, to find out where we lie come a new government, be it a coalition government, so I've turned the wrong direction, haven't I? Or a Labor government on election day, whenever that might be. David, you don't have any insight for us today?
Very pleased to announce today that no.
I am, being a journo, I'm determined to get a scoop out of today, but maybe not on that one. So the uncertainty remains for the business community just for maybe the next few days until we get an election announcement. But I'd like to start by introducing our candidates. We're so lucky to have them both in the same room. First of all, the Minister, the Honourable David Bradbury MP, Assistant Treasurer, Minister assisting for deregulation, Minister assisting for financial services and superannuation. Prior to his election to federal parliament, the Minister was a senior associate practising in taxation law with Blake Dawson, so he does know what he's talking about, we know that. Following the 2010 federal election, the Minister was appointed as the Parliamentary Secretary to the Treasurer. In March 2012, he was appointed to the position of Assistant Treasurer and Minister Assisting for Deregulation. In July 2013, he was also appointed Minister Assisting for Financial Services and Superannuation. So that covers just about everything you could imagine, a very busy man. And just a round of applause to the Minister for joining us. Now to the man who would have his job, Senator Mathias Cormann. Senator Cormann is the Shadow Assistant Treasurer and Shadow Minister for Financial Services and Superannuation. He's served in the role of Shadow Assistant Treasurer and Shadow Minister for Financial Services and Superannuation since 2010. He has also served as the Chair of the Senate Scrutiny of New Taxes Committee, and more recently a role far more complex and demanding, that of new father. Congratulations, and thank you for joining us, Mathias. So before I give you a quick overview of how this debate will work today, I'd like to introduce someone to speak and give some opening remarks. Robert Jeremenko is the Senior Tax Counsel for the Tax Institute.
Thanks, Kellie. Thank you, everyone. I won't keep you long. Just a couple of introductory remarks, and great again to have so many people here as well as on the web stream. As many of you know, the Tax Institute is Australia's leading educator in tax and leading professional organisation in tax. We have ongoing high-level engagement with both major parties and a number of the minor parties as well on making sure that tax policy is forefront in people's minds, and also to make sure that the administration of our tax system is as we would like, and representing our members' interests in that regard. The point of today is to make sure that tax policy is part of the election debate as well, and we're very proud to be hosting this event today, and we hope that there'll be lots of interaction from you here in the room as well as on the web. So I won't go into any more of the detail